Hello, Booktube, and welcome back to my Bookshop memories. And it's a new series. This is episode 3, trying to, like, when I can record, I guess, get some in the bag and scheduled. So I thought I'd talk about going to book sales like I did last time, but another one that was more in Toronto at University of Toronto. There were some really good university book sales there that would be donated to 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 the sale. There's like Victoria University. There was University College and Trinity University, and there was one of these. I think it was University College. I'm pretty sure. Um, and I was like, usually I always tried to get there early, so the sale starts at, like, 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, so I'm there at 6 o'clock in the morning to get it sort of in front, and for the first, like, they put out chairs for the first, like, 50 people or something like that. But as the day goes on, the chairs get filled up, and it sort of, the line goes around the corner, goes outside into the quad, and then curls back, and then comes back in front of where I'm sitting and continues down the hallway. And that's sort of at the time. And the way the book sales work is we had to go upstairs, and I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. The stairway is across the hall, across the walkway, and then you go upstairs there. And at the foot of the stairs, there's people that are near the end of the line, the end of the queue, that are standing at the foot of the stairs. And this usually never happened in previous years, but there was a lot of people that were coming to this book sale. And I said to the organizers, and they were, little old ladies that were in their 70s and 80s. Definitely, been doing this job for decades. But they were a little, like, probably better than I am on my feet now, but still, they, like, I sort of said, well, this isn't going to work because, as soon as you say the sale is going, those people are going to run up the stairs, and meanwhile we've all been waiting here for hours all day to make sure we get, first in line, or the first ones in. And she's going, oh, no, 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 they'll be good, they'll part and then let you through. And I said, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And I said, the best thing is for us to move up to let them, make them part, tell them they got to part. And, I move up, and at the bottom of the stairs just before the sale starts. And no, 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 they're absolutely, saying they can't do that. It just disrupts other, because it had to be the way that they've done it for decades. They couldn't see doing it any other way. And I just knew for a fact, because what happens is, and the two of these elderly ladies would walk side by side up the sides of the stairs in front, and walk small. And I just knew that as soon as those people in the end of the line burst upstairs running, everybody would run, and those women would be trampled. That was guaranteed, and everybody was saying this too. So, um, so I just, before, like, 10 minutes before it started, I moved the line up and, parted the people and staying there, because I've always been big and wide. And so they couldn't, they shouldn't do that. And other people were blocking as well that were beside me. So we blocked the bottom of the stairs so nobody could rush past us to do this. And so these ladies were freaking out, but they went ahead and started the sale. and it was fine. Like we went up the stairs and went into the sale, because you get up to the top of the stairs and you got two hallways. You got a hall, well, the hallway, and then you've got the room down at one end, and you got the room down another end, and you part and go to whichever end that you want to. And yeah, they just hated this, and it was funny that the following year, there was some newsletter or something, and it said that because of unruly customers, or whatever they wanted to call us, like attendees, unruly, people, that we've changed how the lineup's going to be because they were unruly. So I was the one that was unruly, that caused them all the problem. But they fixed it because then it wouldn't happen again. So the line didn't. But it wasn't done because the line snaked back in front of itself. It was because I moved the line up to the bottom of the stairs. But the result was the same. It fixed the issue. But like, I mean it. It wouldn't, because I've seen it before, and it's happened at other places that I've been, in Toronto too. It's just once one person starts running, they run, and that's what happens at like um, Victoria University. There's downstairs, and then there's upstairs, and the people that are going upstairs will just run. They run, and they knock people down, falling down the stairs. So you just think of having a 70, 80, 90 year, or I don't know if they were 90, but definitely in their 70s and 80s, person that is having trouble walking up the stairs anyway, and having this rush of people behind them. They're toast. They're going to be squashed on the stairs. So yeah, but anyway, so I sort of felt good that I did this, but they saw me as a problem, for this, but yeah, that was always a good sale, and I found out, uh, a few years after that people, were getting in, like alumni were getting in the night before, and if the alumni person can bring in two guests. So I eventually found someone who was an alumni, and so I was able to get in the night before, which was very helpful. And there was a lot more good books, during that time, the night before. But yeah, so there's number three, and we'll see. I'll figure out something for number four. But again, thank you for everybody. Oh, and it was mentioned, and I have mentioned in the comment, somebody had thought that I moved my chair from here into the kitchen. But you see, should be a three-seater, uh, uh, sofa, but the end piece is in the kitchen, and it's been there since I moved in. Eventually, I want to bring it in here properly, and then get something else properly for the kitchen, but smaller. But yeah, so that's what it is, because it's just not. It's it's a three piece, and the one piece is out in the kitchen. Anyway, thank you, BookTube. Take care.